Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. I hope you're doing good. Certainly very strong energies. The Cosmic Energy Update report shows very super intense energies. I mean, this whole Halloween, Samhain is all about, for me, fully transcending, fully dissolving all remaining veils of this illusion. That's what I'm seeing happening right now, really, really strongly in the field. So the whole false firmament, all illusions of separation, aka time, space, gravity, the whole magnetic field shift, which is really down to us as the original tribes, founder races, fully unifying again as one, tribes, original twin flames, counterparts, fully unifying as one again and bringing back the original divine organic template, systems, architecture of real reality. So today is and was a strong day. I mean, yesterday as in the 31st, the first, always usually the last day and the first day of any month, I always find very strong. So we also had a group call in my group container. If you want to join that, the replay of that, the details are below, or the last group call or any of the other ones where we've really been anchoring the really real in a really big way. So the dream field is wide open. That's the main thing. So today was really, when I woke up, it was like, whoa. It's like as if somebody has given you drugs, or you had like a sleeping tablet the night before and you can't really wake up. So that lasted for quite most of the day. The dream field is very strong. I mean, in general, because it's like the divine organic creations field is here now. It's fully birthed. Our divine organic blueprints, our true self, it's all here now. You just fully need to merge align with it. And it's like I've had many shifts with my eyes, my actual eyesight as well over the last 2 days, where I found it hard to like actually read anything, especially on a screen at times. So there are a lot of shifts happening, because also we are adjusting to real true light and sound fields of creation, to the original, to divine, that the sound and light fields of creation, which is also what the cosmic dragons, which are very much present at the moment, those aspects of us, which are usually like 13, 14, 15D, so the pre-meta layers and levels, which are now merging fully, have already done, with the physical layers and levels, but previously have been unmanifest. And these are the triluminary tones of creation, the tri-wave that are really anchor. So it's like the dualities, the polarities held within the oneness, true divine love, union. It's like the tri-waves who are one, as well as their own unique expression, which is what we're anchoring in general, and which has been a challenge within the unity field. It's like you need to fully embrace, celebrate your uniqueness, as well as, appreciate everyone else's. And within that concert, you are embodying your true divine sound and light fields as you fully align with your true, eternal, authentic self. Again, this is different for everyone, because again, I have a very unique expression of myself. It constantly changes and shifts, and I don't think there's one fully healed model version of self, so to say, that we are here to aspire to, as well as we are quantum merging with your fully healed, so to say, version of self, although there's also not one fully healed version. So what I see the future of healing is a fine-tuning, adjusting. And that's really what's happening in the field. So from the core of the monad, any remaining interference patterns have been fully dissolved from within the cosmic plane field, the dream field, which is what we are constantly imagining reality through. And that's very active. And as we're fully clearing, letting go of any remaining distorted thought forms, interference patterns, again, it's so many things, but it's ultimately fear. and it's fully dissolving within a sea of pure, true divine love, especially between the twin flames right now. Like there are huge divine union energies. It's been very intense. Like for me, it's a very psychedelic, very dreamy experience since yesterday, as well as like just so much clearing and adjusting and so forth. Like since the 30th, as we're fully shifting between the old and the new world. So it's like any remaining density that still needs to come up, any separation still held in the body is clearing. So especially like, you know, your fascia, I hope I pronounce this correctly, your central nervous system, your vagus nerve, your muscles, they all hold a lot of the old trauma, a lot of the old miasma that's fully clearing, dissolving in the field, and your crystalline structures are coming fully online. So it's a both ends. For a lot of us, I mean, ultimately, again, we're holding this on behalf of the planetary body. So it's like if you're going through a healing crisis or feel a lot of like muscular pain, that kind of stuff, it's really just your plasma body, part of the plasma body activations right now. As you're really healing the trauma from really deep down, because again, do not focus on the symptoms. I've been shown this again and again. You know, when I look at my own healing, it's like, just keep seeing yourself fully healed. Like lately, it's really been like this because we've been going deep, deep, deep within, as well as you need to understand everything there is to understand of why you gotten here and why everything happened the way it did. The big picture, bring full reconciliation, peace, forgiveness to all parts of yourself, your multidimensional self. But then it's like you're just fully overwriting now any remaining stuff that still needs to be healed within your body. And within the reality, so full override now. So it's like we've been focusing on the healing, but now it's like you kind of, once you really get it and have learned all your lessons, you fully can let go of the past, you know, because you don't need to dwell in this, no. As well as it's, you know, it's a process, the whole healing process is of understanding why we got here, and correcting everything that's causing misalignments in our reality, really. And then when you're there, it's like it just doesn't come up anymore in your field. This is the whole reason why it happened. It's like with any, especially karmic relationships, fully clearing right now, you always need to ask yourself, even with black magicians you might have, you know, distorted, I don't know, healers, spiritual teachers, could be anything. Always ask yourself, what was I, you know, here to learn? Like, what is your lesson out of that relationship, so you can fully heal and let it go already, to let go of the past. And I mean, the overwriting purpose generally is to reclaim all of our power, because we have given it away in different ways, shapes, and forms. Whenever we think somebody else knows better than we, you know, it's part of that. Again, it's different. That's the whole thing. We need to understand that a lot of this has come down to us being divided as the original tribes, twin flames, and so forth. Ultimately, the masculine and feminine through a difference in belief systems, opinions. Ultimately, the false ego self that even feels separate. Of arguing over the truth, what's really true. And that most, like, again, the highest risk of your template fully reversing is just before you go into full light body activation, which is now, where because of all the trauma we've been through, where you get to, it's and this is like you're reversing, you know, you're going back in time, you're going back to how did we even fall? Because the fallen angelics are an aspect of you, they're not separate from you. So you understand, like, okay, how do we become fallen angels? How do we disconnect from source? And it's like at that highest level, or how it originally happened, so to say, it's like, you know, 11D level, 11, 12, 13D. You know, the whole us reconnecting to the Lion Stargate and that consciousness is all about really like where the damage, the trauma has been so big that either people suppress. This is where everything divided, these two major streams of like kind of spiritual teachings, you know, when we think of spirituality, of like either love and light, which is suppression of what's even happening, what happened. It's like la la la, doesn't exist, or projecting, you know, kind of essential mechanics type teachings where we project all of our demons onto fallen angelics and or cabal or any kind of other group field, so to say, and don't really own our own shadow, because it's all about, if you don't own your shadow owns you, and other people will play on it, and this is you giving your power away. Your shadow is really holding really sacred primal force energy. I could tap into this today before our group call earlier on. It's like the cosmic dragons are taking all of their power back, our primal aspects, which are holding the original divine blueprints of creation, the true cosmic history records fully coming online as we reclaim all of our power, which you can only do as you reclaim all of your shadow self. This is not about annihilating the shadow, suppressing it, judging it, demonizing it, believing it's not there, or projecting it onto the wall or onto other people, groups, places, things, symbolisms within this reality. Okay? This is all, it all comes back to the consciousness. This is what really informs the physical. It's the same as you can do as many parasitic clearings, detoxes, you know, keep your body as healthy as you can. If you do not change the underlying subliminal programming, the unconscious thought forms, negative thought forms, you can do this forever, and you still be riddled with parasites, so to say, which are parasitic thought forms, negative thought forms that are constantly running in your field, aka body. So the spirit informs the mental body informs the emotional body, there's also an etheric layer, but then ultimately the physical body. Okay, so it's not of like us fixing the physical to get the spiritual in check. It's like as above, so below. Okay, so you fixing the consciousness is you healing your body. As you fully get rid of any negative limiting thought forms and beliefs, all of this programming, your body heals. It's a trauma. Again, we're not fighting the symptoms here. Whatever you think is wrong with you, it's just you healing the cause, which are the traumas and wounds, and understanding why any of this even happens. And that's what brings full true reconciliation to the one consciousness, where there is no more, because at that highest level, what happened is like, you know, again, you either fall into suppression or projection of the unacknowledged shadow aspects, pain body of the collective. This is where the schism happens. But what you really need to do is just being present with the shadow self without losing yourself in it. You don't identify yourself. You understand that it's not who you are. But it's like a lot of the soul themes we all have. Okay, it's like as if you're going like through our clearing ascension processes, we're going through it again and again and again. It's the same soul themes. It's like, okay, I've been here already millions of times. What else am I here to learn? But it's like usually it's different layers to that, because there will be repetitions throughout many different lifetimes that you keep clearing, as well as you keep seeing different layers and levels. And it's also, again, just energetic release, because it just needs to be energetically cleared. So especially at this point of ascension, when you're just before a full light body activation, it's very easy, so to say, or the highest risk is to you just going into, it's all been those other people's fault, where you go into full split polarity, or what's the other thing? Or you just pretend it's not even there and you go into false love bliss. False love, I've been shown this over the last 2 days, it's like this whole false, I mean, the opposition has a whole false heaven, you know, constructed, where you think you're in heaven, but you're not. It's this false love bliss. I've seen it on so many faces on my journey. And it's not real true. You know, it's like fake love. You can feel it. You need to sense it. Because people often think they are in love, this high states of consciousness, you know, this fake love. But they're really not. They're not in the real, true, highest God source consciousness, because that also includes you just going into the pain. Like when you feel shame and guilt, there are reasons for it. It's not just for you to say, you shouldn't be feeling this. or anger, blame, whatever it is, any of these negative feelings, it's for you to go into it and then adjust why you're even feeling that. There are warning signs to your systems that something is not aligned with your real, true, eternal self. If you just keep telling yourself it's not real, you're not going to go there. You're not going to resolve it. If you just tell yourself that you didn't know better and they didn't know better, although that's part of the truth of you healing and resolving this, it's also like, why? Why did you even allow this? Why did they do that? As you fully understand it, this all comes into full resolution from within the one consciousness, because you bring true understanding into it. And what has been the most hardest thing for us lately, or in general, again, as we, go back to the future, back to the past, back to resolving why we even split in consciousness, fragmented, disconnected from pure God source consciousness. I don't know what I want to say now. Any separation we feel from anyone comes back to the separation we feel from source, which is ultimately never true. It's a perception. So it's us just fixing really the perception of reality, because we're always connected to source. You have a soul, you're connected to source, there's real people listening, so to say. Anyway, I'm going to keep it short. I've got so many notes. Again, if you want to tune into more of that. And it's funny because today was really like a completion point. It's like, it's like the people in my group container, especially the ones with me for a while. It's like, it's graduation point. You don't need me anymore. Like literally, we don't need, so to say, as well as we do need one another. And now it's like a whole new level of leadership coming online, because we are the new leaders. We are the new systems. We are the new architecture. We hold this within our body, especially the original, again, founder races, gray lines, magic gray queens and kings, cosmic dragons. Okay. The original twin flames race. We hold a blueprint for reality within ourselves as we fully align with our real, true, eternal, authentic self. All of our realities, again, this is all quantum unfoldment. Everything is interconnected, quantum entangled. And this is all about us returning, because again, like we've lost control over reality as we lost mastery over our own consciousness. We split between the masculine and feminine, were turned or already had kind of split. Again, no interference comes in unless there's already a split or a weakness in your field. That's the whole point. And that's also how you know that you can fix this forever. Once you have fixed your field and your whole consciousness, none of this needs to come up. And even if it would be, because we've learned everything we did, everything we've been through, we literally, even just on a personal level, doesn't matter what's going to be thrown at me, I know I can manage. It doesn't, this is a deep inner security, connection to source, that you're always going to be supported, protected, provided for, which only can come from your connection fully back to source, you dissolving all remaining illusions of separation, which everyone is ultimately helping you with, truly, especially those challenging relationships in our lives. Okay. And they're all happening for you to really bring in all of your pieces, your multidimensional selves, all of these aspects, especially the ones who trigger us most. Okay, because they're like those aspects we're still in discord with, not in harmony, not in alignment, have not fully integrated and merged with and then alchemized. We're the alchemists, okay? We've literally, seriously, thank you so much for everyone keeping your heart open for the biggest heartbreak, the grief, the atrocities, the trauma we've been through, okay? Keeping our hearts open, not going into closing down. It's like, no matter how much has happened to me, for me, it's always like, I don't care. It's like, not, I don't care. Like, we become more clued in, discerning, and all of that stuff, as well as I'm not afraid to make new experiences, and being the fool always. Because I understand we had to make mistakes, experiences in order to learn and expand. And even in the new realities, we're just not going to be afraid of something bad happening. And as we're no longer afraid, you know, all of this stuff doesn't even happen, because again, we have been dreaming up all of this. As soon as we go into separation, we don't own our shit, we project it or suppress it, that's when it happens. Okay, and this is what we're fully correcting now. All we need to really be is like fully present with what happens in every now moment, our emotions, process them, alchemize them, sort out differences, discord in a now moment through communication in whichever way, shape, and form, especially in a new way and always available, is the whole telepathic communication network of the Cosmic Emerald and Crystal Diamond Rose Heart network, where again, it doesn't matter what even people say, at a 3D layer, so to say, as the last veil is fully freaking dissolving right now, as we remember the real truth. Where was I going with that? Energies are very high. Can't remember. Anyway, we are really here right now, and we are returning to divine love, justice, order, balance, harmony, the law of one, real truth, to all realms. This is what sets everyone free, the real truth. Unata. So the divine masculine is going to play the hero right now. This is massive energies. 1111. It's beyond dates. It's from here on. It's like we are fully reclaimed. We are fully reclaiming. We are fully clearing out again. The hunted are becoming the hunters, and the hunters are becoming the hunted. So to say, as we're fully clearing up this playing field, the dream field, we are fully taken over. It's ours, and they're the ones who are afraid now. Total flip of the field. Ushwanati. So fully know your power, claim it, and you do this in every exchange. It's a whole energetic thing, because again, depending on what you're tuned into, what you have access to multidimensionally, you know, what's being sorted out right now, once and for all. This is not about us avoiding dark entities and trying to like just protect ourselves from them. This is us fully clearing out this mess. Okay, we are the exorcists, we are the removers, we have given birth to all of this, and we are the ones who dissolve this. This is how you need to see your reality. It doesn't matter who you think you are. This is your creation, all of it, and you're the one who creates and uncreates everything. You're the Shiva and the Shakti, your matter, antimatter, all merged as one. And you keep creating, uncreating, collapsing, dissolving whole realities. Like, as we fully shift, everybody is fully responsible for their own sort of reality field. We always are, but this is all about returning true synarchy, teamwork right now, because it's like the interference, the karmic relationships that have played out so far has kept us from our true soul family, as well as you just need to go through them to get there already. But once that's worked through, you end up with the real soul tribe families. This is where everything, the magic comes together. Okay, we need to replace the old systems, the disconnect by coming together, real teamwork. As truly God, sovereign, and free people now, replace the hierarchy through synarchy, through real teamwork. It only goes offline as we replace it with everything. Okay? Because again, the old system only work because they stick together and have all these systems in place. Now, as we return the true organic order of things, law of one, not service to self only, but service to all, those old structures, systems fully dissolve. And again, they're held within your field, so fascia, muscle, all of that stuff. It's fully clearing from your field. It's memories. It's in your cells, it's in your body, DNA, all of that stuff, okay? And it's fully crystallizing. So remember, all comes back and springs forth from the one self, the one consciousness. That's where our true power lies. No matter what anyone does or doesn't do, you just need to shift, change what you allow and don't allow in your reality, because whatever you think you deserve is what you're going to be delivered with, especially now. Sunasha Karai, where before a lot of forces have fucked with our realities. no matter how hard we tried. So, but now all of our believing is truly seeing, is all of our wishes, dreams, prayers fully becoming realized because we stuck with it and have ultimately cleared, dissolved, removed all remaining thought forms, belief systems not in alignment with that reality already being here now, which is New Earth right now. That's all I see. Full multidimensional access for the forerunners, those who have done the great work. We're all up leveling one way or another. Okay. Some players are fully leaving the field. You have to remove them. Like, this is all about, especially right now, you cannot be afraid to claim your full power. That's what's at the bottom of really you not fully owning your power, because you know what happens if you abuse and misuse your power. You need to trust in yourself, that you have learned from your experiences. Now you know better, and you need to reclaim it all in order to reclaim the real estate, reclaim your planet, reclaim your realities from the fucking invaders right now. It's happening from deep within. It's a whole energetic alchemization, again, process that you go through as part of ascension, the divine union process, as well as, you know, boundaries, discernment, fully sealing, healing your fields, knowing what you will and will not allow in your realities and what you're truly worth of. Okay, so you need to reclaim fully your royal self, your fully embodied Christ itself. This is what brings all of this online. It's total equality, as well as you need to know what you're here for. And we all have roles to play, and we're here to be the leaders, the true leaders now. Again, what I'm mainly doing is just me being in my true self, unique, you know, whatever self, without any masks on. And this is really what triggers this within other people in one way, shape, form, or another. This is really what we're here for. We're here to be examples of what it means to be God, sovereign, and free, our total unique self. You know, no more fears. This is just this, you radiated out your new broadcasting system of cosmic Christ consciousness. Again, you just embodying your true, divine, unique, quirky self is your unique expression, blueprint of the one. And this is what clicks everything into place. Not what anyone else told you that should look like. Nobody can tell you what that is. Just by other people being their own unique true self that inspires it, triggers it within the energy fields of others, literally. I mean, we're doing so much just via our energy fields, via our auric fields. You know, that's most of what I do. So this is all about healing all schisms, divisions, fragmentation, illusions of separation, the last veil, for the dissolving, for good forever. So again, if you want to access any of my work, and again, I don't do private sessions. I just do group work. So if you want to join me there, although really right now, we're going to take this to the campfire for sure. For anyone else, anyone I still have a one-to-one without, I will email you next week if we're still here, so to say, okay? So basically, the singularity, oneness, especially today, I feel fully returned. This is full harmony between masculine and feminine energies. Shiva Shakti, again, it's happening within our own field. It's happening from within the core of the cosmic monad, and then it goes out to all, okay? So just see yourself as the core of the cosmic monad. Keep making it happen. Everything shifts as we shift, literally, in a really big way right now. And don't worry about the symptoms. Anything you still need to heal, I keep getting the same message. Keep really at this point of our journey, seeing yourself, everything healed, everything pristine. You're quantum merging, leaping into this parallel reality. It's a shift in TV program, so to say, the hologram. Okay, really, this is all holographic. It's based on thought forms, belief systems. As the consciousness fully shifts and is well underway, the screen shifts into the new multidimensional New Earth network screen, okay? And really beautiful landscapes, the fairy, magical kingdoms, space, elementals coming fully online as all of this fully clears, any distortions within our field, within the cosmic playing field, the grids, all of that, okay? So the masculine, feminine, fully merging heaven on earth, matter, antimatter, higher and lower self, shadow and light, clearing the field of any remaining distortions, invaders, in parasitic entities, AI, all of these false artificial overlays, implants, inserts, false firmament, as they bring back the real truth, real true divine love. It's a frequency, war and solution. As we fully anchor the real truth, that's just overwriting it now. It's like we've learned all we need to learn, no longer focus, so to say, on the fallen, what has been. It's fully being cleared. Okay, it will be available on backup, so to say, on a back server, but you no longer need it running in the background in your subconscious. Keep recreating, because again, the present and the future is based on the past. We have changed history, quite frankly, and literally in many ways, shapes and forms, and that Mandela effect is going to kick in big time right now. Okay, so be ready. In a really good way, let go of the past for the real truth, our, back to the future, to the realities, where as if none of the foreign realities, invasions, inversions within the consciousness, as if they've never happened. That's how God is healing you right now, as if it never happened, none of the trauma, nothing. It's literally like similar to a birthing process. It's like you're going through all of that, okay, and you're thinking about to die or your baby maybe, and then afterwards it's just pure love bliss. It's as if it never happened, and you just forget about all the pain and all of that stuff, okay? So that's what we're accessing now. And I think even the males who can't remember, at least in this lifetime, the birthing process, and females alike, that I can relate to this, so to say. So it's literally like, this is the big death process. I mean, I'm very happy with this whole death process. I'm always happy to be dying and being rebirthed, so to say. I don't know. It's just, but obviously the ego has an issue with that, because it's losing its false identity. Just know it for what it is. I don't like to compartmentalize into even false, real ego self, all of that. Again, everything can be alchemized. Stop compartmentalizing, right, wrong, good, bad, putting it into little boxes, okay? It's usually people do this out of a sense of security. They like to know what's right, wrong, good, bad, all of that stuff. Multidimensional integration is not like that. You're really reclaiming all of your power as you really reclaim all of your anger or any negative emotion. Really go into that's how you're really accessing through these emotions your higher identities, multidimensional self, breaking through the ceiling. There's literally nothing to fear. It's really this whole feeling right now of like it's safe to feel, nothing to be avoided. I understand highly traumatized people that don't want to go there. It feels like as if you're like, when you're reliving things, as if you're like multiplying them or making them worse or keep recreating negative energies in the field. No, it's how you're holding them, how you're observing them. How once you really understand why it has even happened to you, or for you to just reclaim your true self and real true self-love, because you need to pick up all of these pieces. It's like your inner child, okay, that hasn't been really comforted throughout its traumatizing experiences, and like bringing all of these pieces back, hugging it like the parent that you are, the cosmic mother, father, and integrating all of these pieces. And yeah, you're all of these aspects, angry, guilty, shame, blaming, it's not your true self, but you need to feel it. It's a dichotomy in order to not feel it anymore, because it's just cellular memory that wants to be left go already. Once you really learned a lesson, it can go. That's really the quintessence. Otherwise, it wouldn't keep coming around. Like I learned that from my experience. Like once you really healed something, it's like it's just gone. The same with the memories. It's like, and even if you bring it up for maybe a, teaching, like sharing experience sort of thing, purpose, it just doesn't trigger you anymore. You know what I mean? It's just there to tell a story, to maybe help other people, so that they don't need to go through the same, at least level of pain that you have been through in the past. You get me? So anyway. All I can see is we are fully quantum completing our ascension fully in this magical now moment. The last veil, which equals all the fears, all the illusions of separation within in this matrix are fully dissolving. And then we're home already. And the twin flames are going to bring us all the way back home. The divine masculines are going to play the hero, fully dissolving this false fear matrix in the, again, it's the mind's principle, energies, fully no longer worrying about nothing, no one, okay, it's just all imagination. As you fully break through, you understand how much of all the anxieties ultimately false evidence appearing real, as well as it gets triggered, you just, as long as you observe it, it can just keep clearing from the field. I mean, this is the whole thing, really just healing, clearing PTSD from the collective field. That's also happening. Okay, so remember, whatever you're feeling, it's not just always yours, it's also collective, like especially for those who relate to the blue rays, you know, and again, we're all part of this. I mean, if one of us suffers, we all suffer. That's the whole idea behind the law of one. And we're going to remember now. But what I also see is, as this full awakening fully kicks in, it's like we are awakening and we'll be like, whoa, you know, again, from a bad dream. And it's like, whoa, let's not do this again. But it's no blame, there's no shame, there's no more victimizer consciousness. It's all gone, and we're literally laughing. If you tune into your real true self, it's not really that serious. You know, like we need to be serious and all of that stuff until there's literally like, this is all just play and game. And we are dancing around and celebrating and having a lot of fun experiences on your earth as the children of God that we are. Because truly, your Christ child fully rebirthed, it is like the inner child needs to be reclaimed, having fun now, being light, letting go of all the karmic baggage, fully letting go of the past, okay, all the trauma. Again, feel it to heal it, literally. It needs to be released from your body. You need to understand, bring true healing into it, and that usually happens, as I, you know, experience through shifting your perception of what has even happened to you. That brings true healing in. Because yeah, we could go around, you know, and keep reliving the past, as many traumatized people do, you know, keep going around the same stories, and there's no resolution because, you know, again, also an inversion of the blueprint. And for example, the false feminine would be playing the victim, feeling righteousness within that victim state, whilst you need to embrace the victim and the victimizer. But at this stage, again, this whole 11D, 12D arena where you're breaking fully through is like, you don't anymore know who's the victim or victimizer, because you're both. You know, we've all been all of these pieces. And at that stage of consciousness, you understand that we have been doing this to ourselves all along, ultimately, from within the oneness. So that's why the psychological fallout has always been, you know, the risk of it quite big. Or this is why the split happens, or the risk of reversal of your template is the biggest, just right before the breakthrough or full ascension. And that kind of 11D layer is, again, because of all these reasons I just mentioned, because often like you either go into full, like, you know, separation again from, you know, this dichotomy, or this like you're separating into good, bad, and fallen angelics, risen angelics. And again, we are fully healing this as you fully merge shadow and light, because we all have fallen angelic aspects. We all have been a victim. We all have been a victimizer. You know what I mean? At this level, yeah, it fully clears, because it's like we've, you know, it's like as if you would say, my sin is better or less greater than your sin, you know, sinning from like making mistakes or having hurt someone else, beyond the whole, all the demonization certain words carry with them, you know, the energy of even sin, because again, it's all really experience, as well as we need to learn from it. It's a both end. So I leave it here before I like keep rabbiting on. So happy Samhain. Call in Like I bought, like, funnily enough, we usually have white candles, but I bought a green candle today, and I was looking up, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but really calling in finances, prosperity, luck. It's good for money spells, like kind of like, I don't do spell work or any of this shit, like I really am against all of that. But it represents for me green. It was because I was thinking, like, why did I buy a green candle? Like I often like just get stuff sometimes, you know, when you're in shops, the same as like maybe an essential oil or a herb or a supplement. Sometimes, you know, just something pops up in my reality and I'm like guided to get it, and then afterwards I look it up, or like a crystal. Anyway, and then green is just a whole like of what we're anchoring right now. It's like really abundance, happiness, fertility, prosperity, luck. What else? Well, it's good, like especially in regards to candles, with like kind of setting new intentions and for health. So I work a lot in general with the green emerald ray, also the blue, you know, the mother arc ray. The blue and the green are also very much connected to mother father arc and energies. And the first rays and sound fields of creation. So anyway, I don't know why I brought that in. So so all I know is that it's all here now. It's about to unfold. There's literally nothing, like I'm just in holiday mode generally. There's nothing I need to worry about. Any 3D restrictions, limitations, fully override them. We're fully like reclaiming our lands, the real estate, our power. It's all synonymous, okay? Our consciousness, our keys and codes is all here now. And that's the invaders fully removed, returned. So everything is aligning, coming together for us now as we fully let go of all attachments, all illusions of separation. And that's when the magic really happens. And it's here now. And again, there are many layers, levels to this until you're fully free. And really just like, you know, attachment is suffering. What's the same, like even when I spoke about neediness, you know, letting go of any of these codependent like blueprints and templates and all of this neediness. Again, we all need one another, especially the twin flames, in order to complete us all, and to feel truly happy. You know what I mean? But it's without the neediness of like just like taking anyone's love or anyone who's giving us breadcrumbs and being happy with that. So it's all about us really fully reclaiming, especially lately. That's why free on the 111. That's especially why I kept bringing this up lately. It's all about like, never mind how it's gonna come. You just need to say no to anything that's not that. And just like, it's the same like me, support, home, all of that stuff, whatever you want, never mind how it's gonna come, just put it out there. You know what you deserve. You're not gonna take anything less. And that's just what's gonna come online now. It's like literally like it's deep resolution. And again, if you want to understand, like if you truly understand that everything is a projection from inside of you, and again, it's also connected to divine alignment right now, collectively, and all of the fuckery gone, where we truly can now project and manifest. I mean, it's already created. Tune into fully frequency align with those biggest, wildest dreams here now, because they are. So anything you can imagine is real, especially all the stuff we've been imagining for a while. Okay, it's already there now. It's just a frequency alignment that makes it all really real. So what is the real? It's imagination. It's whatever you can think of. All right. So remember, real, true, divine love heals all. And that's what's happening right now for the surrender to source. You have the ability to heal yourself. Your direct connection to God. This is what all of this is about. This is what ascension is. True divine union between masculine and feminine within. There's no more conflict. There's no more discord. There's just full union. Alignment between heart and mind. Masculine and feminine, right and left brain, higher, lower self. Okay? Your shadow and light fully merged. Because again, if you don't own it, somebody else will do it for you and use it against you. It's where your true power lies, your shadow self, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Just all of you fully embrace it, alchemize it, keep what resonates, keep what serves you, and return the rest to source without compartmentalizing and putting yourself into boxes and your good self, you know, the good boy and the bad boy, or good girl, bad girl. No, this is not how this works. You will only access all of your power as you fully embrace all of yourself, no longer externalize or suppress any of you, any aspects, no longer ever again rejecting or abandoning any parts of you, or pretending that they don't exist. All right? Okay. So, spoke about this enough. Also look back on my other videos. It's in the field now anyway. There's nothing, no one we need to convince. Really, truly, everything I share is really from the heart of just wanting everyone, like, it's about returning real truth, which is what sets everyone free. It's not about who's right, wrong, criticizing anyone, blaming anyone, pointing any fingers whatsoever. It's just about like, hey, this is how I believe this works. This is what I've been shown to get us all the way home. And this is just what it is. So that's all I know to get us all the way home. But yeah, I mean, right now also we're facing, everybody is facing divine choice points, whether they jump all the way in or they don't, whether they do the right thing, correct everything that went wrong, so to say, their own divine unique blueprint or not, might look very different for each one of us, okay? But just know, again, as you change, all changes. And this is ultimately about you slaying your own dragons, your own demons. Don't slay the dragons, just the bad guy, so to say. But you get me. It's like, it's not outside of you. It's ultimately happening in your own field. All stems from, births from, is dissolved back into the self. You carry the whole universe inside of you. That's where you get to shift and change it all, as you shift your perception of what's even happening, who you are, how all of this works. Fully surrender to source, allow source to show you your own source self. It's not outside of you. To fully take over the Holy Spirit, okay, your consciousness, and show your real truth. And we're going to project this out now on behalf of all, okay? It's a knowingness. It's like clear cognizance from one moment to the next, like the Mandela effect. Just know real truth. That's what's coming. That's all I see. All right. But you still need to align with truth, okay? Especially as a cosmic monad, we're here to literally return it as you fully align and with it, remember it. This is why I speak the way I speak, share as much as I do, and so forth, to really try and, you know, and I know I do. And again, it's beyond the videos and all that stuff. It's in the field of the truth we are emitting and came to return. That's what we've been safekeeping, literally, inside of our heart, as this fully opens. All the sacred secrets fully revealed. And all I know is, it's here now. Okay, I leave it here. Any links, if you want to check them out, in the description box. Thank you so much. Liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, any support towards me, my work, and the channel. It's always very much appreciated. Thank you so much for all your hard work. It's really a big graduation moment, completion moment. But again, it's a whole new up-leveling. It's like the new work will be all about play. Okay, this is all about us living life now well, like really well, living life really well, as in just following our love bliss whilst we're still serving everyone, the both end where we combine this fully. And many of us have been laying these foundations and these new divine blueprints. And it's no longer from needing to fix anyone or anything. It's all here now, and it's just a fine-tuning and us returning to being the children, God's children in the Garden of Eden, a renaissance of art, of us having fun, light play, and light work, so to say, light play, and creating all new free worlds. I mean, again, they're already here, as well as we're only just getting started in fully tuning into what's available to us now. But again, all of the believing, all of the waiting, all of the praying, all of the faith, it's all paying out now. And ultimately it happens from you truly knowing the clear cognizance. It's just going to turn on from inside of your DNA, the crystalline core. I mean, super intense energies already. These divine union energies bringing us all the way home. Love is in the air in all ways, shapes, and forms. And it dissolves all illusions of separation, quantum style. And it's here now. The true divine love tsunami, wave, the awakening, it's all here now. All right, so I see you there around the campfire, literally. Keep tuning into the dream field. We are fully awakening from the dream within a dream, remembering why we have been dreaming this all up as one, fully dissolving all victimizer storylines, all of these false light matrices, quantum style, right now. Nothing to hang on to. Just tune into real truth, fully revealed from within the oneness now. Usana. So reclaim all of your power, all of your consciousness, all of your memories, fully activating right now, bringing online the true cosmic remembering, a collective awakening event, us remembering real truth, setting everyone free. Asana, Ina Sakenata, Kena Shukura. Okay, that's real disclosure. Which is real truth, real true divine love. We bring this online in every now moment for you just being your real true divine, unique, quirky self. Okay, there's only one of you here. Be that. Unless you can be a unicorn or a mermaid, which you are too. So integrate, merge all of these aspects as it's all coming fully online. Your magical self, the magical kingdom. Keep tuning in, true, real, organic realities from inside of your DNA, your own consciousness, what's really real, not that old screen out there, this whole false matrix fully in collapse mode, okay? Full focus on the new. That's what I'm going to do. So much love, so many blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, bye, bye.